haven't been so happy about it, but I was watching.
Because sometimes you don't want to get up.
Let me stay here, sleep at home, wake up at home later.
But enjoy every moment of it.
Yeah, that is the key, and something that I was looking at on Oprah. She had someone teaching about happiness, like a happiness class, is if you can wake up and through the course of the day, email or contact 3 people that have done something in your life that you are thankful for. If you stay in a place of gratitude, it helps keep you away from those other stale emotions. Thank you so much, CJ, for being here today.
No problem.
Thank you so much for working the camera, Sharon. Thank you, John and Karen and Angel, for being so patient. But we're not done quite yet. I just want to be in a moment of gratitude.
Oh, no problem.
But now that I've gotten that moment of gratitude.
Yes, that was your 3 people. Oh, that's funny.
I'm trying to follow these Oprah things. They teach me. They help me in life.
Yes. Okay.
So it's important to show your spirit like you do, because there's a saying, if you don't show up, people will make you up.
Ooh, that's good.
And so that is, sometimes I get a little deep.
That is a little bit.
So
if you don't show up, people will make you up.
And sometimes that is in a physical presence. Well, Janard didn't come to this practice. That's not like him. Well, maybe this happened. Well, this is what I heard. Or if Janard just comes in present, but it's like, fine. Everything's okay. And everybody that knows they finger from their toe knows that is not him. Something's wrong. But it's a commitment I made at the beginning of this year was in every way to show up. Even
be present.
To be present. Even if I go to a church or I'm going somewhere to sing. And even if I haven't attained full voice for that moment. But in here, I'm going to show up. Because nothing with the limitations of this body, with this flesh, can stop God from being effective when I'm doing what he told me to do. So even when I go to places and I remind myself this, and I don't feel like I've come fully prepared or it didn't go the way I planned, I made a commitment this year to show up. Because when I show up, then he'll show out. And to do that, I gotta stay out. Can't stay in here and get stuck and stagnant. But I just gotta show up, be present. Ooh, you know what? I might have stumped my toe that morning, but I got an interview this afternoon, so I need to show up. I need to let my emotions be servants and not my masters, and I need to show up. I'm supposed to lead this praise and worship this morning. Maybe this happened. I was feeling down on myself or something that made me feel less than worthy, but no, get that out of the way. I have to show up because there might be somebody that needs what's in here, and if I don't show up, then how will they know this is the medicine cabinet that they're supposed to come to today and get what God has for them? So when I see people that are consistent in showing up, and I've been watching this young lady over a course of life. So it speaks volumes when you can see somebody progress through life and grow. Even though we have ways to go, there are many other doors God's going to open for us. But when we look at each other, we are still doing kind of what we were doing, but just taking it to the next level. It's a blessing. It's encouraging. And plus, when we look at each other and see we both look the same. Right? Hallelujah. Thank you,
the
Jesus.
Journey.
Embrace the journey. And just continue to surround ourselves with people that see who we are. There are some people that come around us for different reasons. Some people come for a reason. Some people come for a season. And I'm learning. I'm getting better at realizing that seasonal thing, knowing when it's time to let something go.
And that's not easy.
It can be easier said than done sometimes.
It can be easier said than done. Because sometimes you want people to be so important in your life.
Yeah.
And we as humans put so many expectations on other humans. But as Dr. Maya Angelou says, no one can be more human than another human. So I can only control me.
Yeah.
And so you can only tell me about you, and how I perceive you is my fault if I perceive you incorrectly. So
wow.
if we stop putting people on pedestals, I think it
Yes.
will save our feelings so much more.
Yes.
And I am very guilty of that. Very much.
I'm getting better. You know, Bishop T.D. Jakes talks about the get the good vibe. Dr. Pastor Ann Cross, my mama, said, if you don't expect nothing from people, you can't get disappointed.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we just put too much on other people, and then we get disappointed when they don't come through. But that person probably told you they weren't gonna be able to do it to begin with, or in so many words.
Exactly. But then sometimes I was like, no, but I need you to be this and do this, and I'm getting better. I'm in a place in my life of in here. You might see the results and the symptoms out here, but what does this situation mean in here?
Okay.
Because God done gave you the power. Jesus done died on the cross. If there's something right now that ain't working, Janard, let's look in here. This person came, they might have disappointed you, but they're showing you something in here because you gave permission for this situation in one way or the other to come into your life. And I'm doing more work. You know, Young talks about doing your work, of empowering myself by taking responsibility where I can, spending more time doing that, and as little time as possible trying to blame, but say, okay, where did I allow this?
That is so important. I mean, like, I can think of numerous situations in my life that, it's like, you did this and you did that and you did this and you did that. But what did you, meaning me, do to encourage that situation?
Yeah.
So many people are so easy to point the finger, but they always say there's 3 fingers pointing right back at you. So, I always tell people that, at least people that always have a lot of problems with the same situation with different people. So maybe you need to look at the common denominator in this situation, because everyone can't be wrong, and those are moments that you need to learn how to fix yourself. We didn't come out perfect. Well, no, we came out perfect. Life kept happening, and then we started thinking that our stuff didn't stink, and then you thought that you didn't have to learn anything from anybody else, and that's just not true. So anytime I'm in a situation now that I'm older, I always think, okay, what could I have done to change that situation? I can't put one person can't have a confrontation. It takes at least 2 people to have a confrontation, an argument, a conflict. So what can I have done differently? Well, probably when I said this, I probably could have toned my voice down a little bit, and it would have been perceived differently. Like and that's a off the wall example, but there's just so many times that people don't ever think that they were wrong. But none of us are perfect. Every little thing that we do, we could have probably done differently. I could have took a different road to get here and with a different result. But you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. I'm probably just babbling now. But some people
you're being you.
And I babble. I babble.
But the people that see you the way God sees you says, this is CJ, she's babbling, and I love CJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna babble, especially if I don't know what else to say.
And something that'll help us in our journey to be ourselves and let our spirit show and stay open is to continue to surround ourselves with the people that see us. They see past the song that we just sung and toe up on stage. They see past the dramatic performance that we just did on Broadway, but they see who we are right now, yesterday, and tomorrow. And they are invested in that person. They love that person. If that person's happy, they're happy. If that person celebrates, that they're celebrating with them. And it's not just a temporal, if they did something for me. There's 3 people that we get in our lives. This is from Bishop T.D. Jakes. I quotes people, y'all. But I'm gonna doubt. Yeah, I done gave them credit. I take it as mine a few times. But Bishop T.D. Jakes said we have people that come to our lives as comrades, constituents, and confidants. Are Confidants are people that are into you. So everything that is inside here, I'm into CJ. If CJ wins a Tony, I'm happy. If CJ's going through something, I'm going through with her because I'm into CJ. Mm-hmm. A constituent is a person that they're not into you, they're into what you do. CJ, oh, she just tore up that part as Sophia in Color Purple. I'm gonna be around her all the time. Oh, CJ just sung this song. She got that deep, rich tenor voice. I'm gonna just sit here and glean and learn from her. But then the minute they see somebody else that tears up a role on a movie or has a voice they want to emulate, they over there now. Because they were never into you, they were into what you do. Then you have your comrades. Well, they're not into you. They're not into what you do. They're against what you're against. So, say the cafeteria in high school was looking at getting rid of the vending machines because they didn't feel like candy was healthy. Well, if we did like a picket line in the cafeteria and we were saying, we want a candy, we want a candy, don't take our vending machines away, then we would have both been against the same thing. And if we would have won that battle and kept our vending machines and our candy, then when the battle's over, deuces.
All right.
So, helping us to keep our heart open enough to show our spirit, as I'm learning, CJ, is keeping that circle of support of people that are confidants. Those inner core people that see us and support to us and who we are. And in those moments where we could go right or left and start to lose ourselves, they can speak to who we truly are. And say, wait a minute, I know who you are.
And that's keeping the company, watching the company you keep. Mm-hmm. That all goes down to that.
We all up in each other's message.
I mean, it's watching the company you keep. Because there are people that are just yes people. Mm-hmm. And I try to make sure I don't have a lot of those yes people or any of those yes people, really. I want you to have an argument with me. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. That shows that you're my true friend.
Yeah.
And if I may argue with you that the sky is green. This sky is green. There's
yes,
nothing
you're right,
you can tell
green.
me that. What I need you in my life for? I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? Argue with me. But, I mean, CJ, it's not green. Maybe your eyes are a little blurry today. Maybe you had a little bit too much to drink last night. Something. But don't lie to me. Don't be a yes person.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and people get more points with me. Not that my relationships and friendships are based on a point system, but just in speaking, people get more points with me in a moment where they say, you know what, Janard, this might be the more popular thing to say, but I want to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. This is how things really are.
Yeah.
I could say something nice about them and their country and where they come from, whatever. Like, well, I appreciate that, Janard, but it's not all like that, like it appears. This is what. If you take a moment and stop me just so you can be or project more honestly to me, I appreciate that.
Because that took time for you. It's easy to push people by. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you coming, blah, 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 blah. But to have a conversation, that's an investment. That's an investment in your time. That means something. So.
Well, y'all, thank you for joining me and my friend CJ.
Yes.
CJ, the actress, the singer, the beautiful, spirited person. And CJ, for anybody that wants to keep up with what you're doing with your plays, with your singing, just everything that's going on with you, how can they do so?
You can check me out on Instagram, CJ the Actress, or at Facebook at Charlotta CJ Jordon, Jordon. I'm not on Twitter. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't tweet. So yeah, follow me. Sure.
Alrighty, y'all heard it from my friend CJ, the actress. Remember your spirit. Remember, show people who you are. Show people who God made you to be. See you next time. Good.